Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In our previous video, we learned how to take the measurement, make the front and back panel, check the fitting, join all the sides together and finish the edges with a beautiful scallop detail. But in today's video, we're going to learn how to crochet the sleeve with matching scallop edges, attach the sleeve to the bodice, gather the waistline and complete the entire garment from start to finish. So let's begin with the sleeve. We will start by making a magic ring. Follow the video very carefully to see exactly how the magic ring is made. I have demonstrated this step very slowly, making it easy to follow even if you are a complete beginner. Once you have made the first loop, insert your crochet hook into the loop. I'm using a 2.5 mm crochet hook with 2 mm crochet yarn for this project. Then tighten the loop slightly, very carefully. Then make 4 chain. Next, yarn over and make 1 double crochet into the magic ring. Yarn over again and make another double crochet into the magic ring. Now make 1 chain, then work 2 more double crochet into the magic ring. Chain 1 again and finally make 1 more double crochet into the magic ring. Once you have completed these stitches, gently pull the tail to tighten the magic ring. It will close neatly in the center and start to resemble a delicate flower petal. Turn your work and begin by making 4 chains. Now, create a flower petal in the first gap by working 2 double crochet followed by 1 chain and then 2 more double crochet into the same gap. Next, repeat the same pattern in the following gap, which is the space in the middle of the first flower petal. Once that's done, work the same pattern again in the last gap. After completing the final flower petal, make 1 more chain, then work 1 double crochet into the same gap. Once you have finished the second round, your work should look something like this. Now, continue repeating the same process for another 5 rounds, making a total of 7 rounds. Simply begin each new round with 4 chains and repeat the same stitch pattern all the way around. You may have noticed that I changed the yarn color 3 times while making the sleeve. You can change color in any round you like, depending on the look you want to achieve. And to do that, we first need to join the new colored yarn to the existing yarn seamlessly. Watch the video very carefully as I demonstrate exactly how I change the yarn color. There are many different methods for changing colors, but I find this technique to be one of the easiest, cleanest and most reliable for working with a variety of yarn types. After tightening the loop, continue the process exactly as before. And once you have completed the 7th round, your sleeve cap should look something like this. Now, it's time to lengthen the sleeve. This time, begin the round by making 3 chain. Instead of working on the first flower petal into the first gap, we're going to start from the second gap, which is the center of the first flower petal. As you can see, this slightly shifts the stitch pattern, helping the sleeve gradually strengthen instead of continuing the curve. Continue working the same pattern all the way to the end, and when you reach the last gap, instead of making a complete flower petal, work only one double crochet. Then begin the next round with the 3 chain again and continue making flower petals starting from the second gap just as before, and you will notice how this technique gradually transforms the curved sleeve gap into a straighter sleeve shape. Repeat this same process for another 11 to 12 rounds, and by the end your sleeve should look something like this. Now join a different color yarn at the end of the sleeve because we're going to finish it with beautiful scalloped edges. Start by making 3 chains, then slip stitch into the next stitch. Again, make 3 chains and slip stitch into the following stitch. Continue repeating this pattern all the way around until you reach the end. Once you have finished, your sleeve hem should have a neat, delicate scallop edge that looks like this. Now all that's left is to complete the final step. Make 1 extra loop, cut the yarn and gently pull it through to tighten and secure the loop, and finishing off the sleeve neatly. Now let's hide all the extra yarn ends using a blunt yarn needle. Thread the yarn through the needle, then weave it in by making small stitches between the stitches of the same colored yarn. After weaving through few stitches, trim the excess yarn. You can see how neatly and beautifully this finishes the area, leaving the ends completely hidden. And once everything is woven in, the sleeve looks so beautiful. Every edge is neatly finished, giving it a clean, professional look. Now, using the same exact process, make the second sleeve as well. Next, we have the peplum section, or you can also call it the gathered peplum. If you follow the first video of the top series, you'll be able to make this part very easily. So I won't be including a separate tutorial for it in this video. Make sure to watch the first video if you haven't already. The link is available in the description below. Now all that's left is to join all the pieces together and complete the top. Let's start by attaching the sleeve. First, make sure that both your sleeve and the top are turned inside out with the wrong side facing outward. Now, watch carefully how I position the sleeve. Instead of aligning the center of the sleeve with the middle of the shoulder seam, place the center of the sleeve 1 flower petal towards the front bodice. This slightly offset helps the sleeve sit more naturally when worn. Once you have positioned it correctly, secure it with sewing pins on anything you have available to hold it in place. Continue pinning the sleeve evenly along the edges of the armhole. Also, make sure that the sleeve leaves approximately 1 to 1.5 inches at least of space from the bottom end of the armhole on both sides. Now, using a needle and thread, we're going to stitch the sleeve to the armhole. Start by making a secure knot. Then sew the sleeve neatly in place. Be sure to stitch below the scalloped edge, attaching only the main body of the sleeve to the armhole. Avoid stitching through the scalloped edging so that it remains free and keep its decorative finish. If my explanation feels a little difficult to follow, simply watch the video carefully and follow each step as I demonstrate the joining process. Continue stitching all the way around until the sleeve is completely attached. Once you have finished, the back should look something like this, neat, clean, and with no visible raw edges. From the front, it should look like this, with the sleeve stitching beautifully against the bodice. Now that the first sleeve is complete, repeat the exact same process to attach the second sleeve. Once both sleeves are joined, you can literally see how beautifully they complete the overall look of the garment. Now that the most challenging part is complete, it already looks so beautiful, it's time to attach the peplum to the top. First, we will need a long strip of crochet panel, which will be gathered around the waistline to create the peplum effect. Once you have gathered it evenly, we are going to stitch it to the waist of the top from the wrong side. Continue stitching all the way around until the entire peplum is secured. After you have finished attaching the peplum, make a secure knot. Then using the same thread, stitch the back opening closed as well. Once everything is neatly secured, weave in any remaining thread end. And here is the final top. As you can see, there is no opening yet. The top fits beautifully, hugging the body exactly where it should while still feeling comfortable. The deep neckline is directly inspired by the milkmaid silhouette of the 1900s, while the short scalloped sleeves add a delicate and romantic touch. The gathered peplum creates a flattering shape, and the matching colors of the sleeves and the peplum brings the entire design together, giving the garment a beautiful sense of continuity and cohesion. And that's all for today. We will meet in our next video. Until then, bye bye.